welcome back to Matter of Opinion. Our first guest is going to tell us all about the Reggae Festival that's coming up August 14th, a couple months from now, coming up. His name is Jeff Nicholson, and he's right here. Yeah! Jeff, we're a friendly little show. Why don't you move your chair right up?
Well,
there you go.
there's no mark on the floor. Greg doesn't bite.
Thanks for coming out. I may reek of putting in other stuff, other additives, but things are fine. So thanks for coming to talk to us tonight.
Sure, what's up?
And, not Hovel, what's going on with you? So in any case, now, Reggae Festival this year is going to be in Johnson again.
Same place as last time.
And what went well last year that they said they wanted to have there again?
What went well? Well, nothing went wrong.
What were they thinking?
We all wanted to. We loved it. It was a great place. It was beautiful. It's out in the mountains.
I was there. It was really great.
It's hundreds of acres, surrounded by second-growth forest-covered mountains with a river running through the middle of it. You know.
So you're encouraging
It's an
people
excellent
to come back this year and camp out the night before?
Yep, camping in the same place. I believe the LaHouliers, the family that owned that land, want $20 to camp out the whole weekend. They're going to charge by car this year to eliminate the confusion. So you can save money in carpool and all pile up into a car and just head on up there. It's relatively cheap.
Do you know already some of the acts that are booked?
Yeah, come on, tell us who's going to be there.
No, not really.
No one wants
And you know, even after they're booked, sometimes we have cancellation and changes. But this Thursday's meeting, the Reggae Festival Committee meeting, is supposed to discuss.
Is that an open meeting?
Issue. Those meetings are always open. In
Where
fact,
are they held?
everybody has to come. They're at the Caribbean Corner, little Caribbean restaurant down by Domino's. What's that, North Winooski? Or
Yeah, right next to the OP.
Whatever, right next to the OP. And next to the New Indian Restaurant, whatever. That's Thursday evenings, 7 o'clock.
Every Thursday evening up until the event, that's where the meeting's
until
going
the
to
event, and then after the event, so we can figure out how to pay the bills, and then around to the next event, so we can plan for the next one. We've been doing it for 8 years now. This will be number 8.
That's great. Now in terms of this whole process thing coming up, that was going to be here, there was some talk before that it was almost wooed away by Plattsburgh, having it in Plattsburgh. Was there some truth to that?
See, there's some
at the time?
confusion because there were some talk when we left Burlington a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, about moving to Plattsburgh. We discussed with some people, but there's some confusion created now because there's another.
Yeah, there's a 4-band deal going on there.
I think it's a whole 3 or 4 days of different performances in different places. With
It's second week in July, yep.
Yep, but that is not the Reggae Festival. A former member of the Reggae Festival is dealing with that, and we wish them well, but that is not the Reggae Festival. So rather than people get confused and think there's not going to be a Reggae Festival or it's moved to New York, Vermont Reggae Festival can't be in New York.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's
Plattsburgh? Plattsburgh is a bunch of quick marts surrounding a mall. That's all it is. That's Plattsburgh.
And a military base.
And military
It's kind of like
base.
a mall.
Exactly.
But anyway,
Better
it's up in
uniforms
Vermont.
than they wear in malls, but that's about it.
The mountains of Vermont is the Vermont Reggae Festival, and that other one I'm sure is going to be good too, but I don't have any.
Did Burlington interject in these meetings and say, no, come back and have it at North Beach?
No.
And I'm glad it's not
The last meeting we had with the mayor, we discussed with a lot of people, the head of the departments. They discussed what it would cost and what it would take to do it the following year. The mayor said he was concerned about this was Peter Clavel, the previous mayor, was concerned about the overall issue of tourism. Don't call us, we'll call you. And we didn't hear from him.
That wasn't even, Brownell. Not even.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe with a new mayor we can come back, I don't know. Actually, we like it very much in Johnson, just as you said. There's a lot of good reasons. We lost the lake, we lost the feel of Burlington. But out there, you know, people used to say we caused a lot of noise in Burlington, a lot of violence, this, that, and the other thing. And we feel it's the other way. Some things about the city of Burlington brought that stuff on the Reggae Festival. And we proved that by moving out into the country where there's none of those influences of a big city that we all love about Burlington. But at the Reggae Festival, it didn't happen last year. You know, there's a lot of noise, music all day, howling at the moon all night, but there's no other, you know, serious problems. It's good for us and maybe good for the city. I don't know.
What work is still left to be done? What are you still doing? You still booking people yourself?
We've got to arrange all the booking has to be done. There's a member or two of the committee that makes calls on that, and they have a meeting, listen to tapes, stuff like that. Everybody on the Reggae Festival committee is a volunteer. And that's what I really like about it, is that for 8 years, people have volunteered to come in and put their time, and people volunteer and come and
How can people still volunteer?
They can come to the meetings on Thursday nights.
And sign up.
And listen to what, you know, jump in right at the top and do big important work or find out where to go to sell T-shirts.
What if you sign up to be a volunteer and last minute you are out getting your wisdom teeth out but you still want a shirt? Can I my shirt?
A shirt requires some form of participation. I'm sure we can find you a job you can do even though you just had your wisdom teeth out. Everything from cutting vegetables to, you know, standing and watching.
I cut a mean vegetable.
Almost anything. There's a bazillion to do, and everybody's a volunteer, and so it's people coming together. A friend of mine from Buffalo came once, and I saw him in the morning. Hey, you're at the Reggae Festival. Didn't see him again all day. The next time I saw him was about 10 o'clock at night. He was helping haul garbage bags. He looked at me and says, and everybody helps out, and so it works.
Absolutely.
And then I didn't see him again, and he called back, said he had a great time at the reggae festival. So if you put in a little work along with 8 or 10 hours of listening to great music and dancing and partying and doing what you want, that's how it all comes
Are
together.
they going to have bungee jumping again there this year?
There's an issue you should probably look into about bungee jumping. It's not happening so much around here this year, and it's not because of government regulation, but because a lot of guys got into it, lost a bunch of money, so it's just hard to...
I know, I never got
We're
billed
looking-
last year. It never showed up on my credit card.
Yeah,
I
well,
was
there you
really
go.
sad.
They said a lot of people use bad credit cards, so, you know, I'm not sure. They didn't have a telephone.
What's
link
an
to check
expiration
it,
date?
so-
You know, numbers.
They said they lost a lot of money because of bad plastic. No, but we're looking for a bungee jumper. If not, we'll think of something else to do. Always something different and fun to do. It's music and a whole lot more.
You know, I just want to say that we've had a lot of people sit in this chair, and most of them either slide right out or fall fast asleep or smell like they just went to a retasting contest. And I must say that you are like the most energetic, full of life person. I mean, there's like a big Duracell in the back of your head. You're just going. You're having a
Dealing
good
with
time.
at least the pace of my speech, it's really hard to sit here and keep up with you. That's why I wanted to be on this show, because you're about the only person on television that talks as fast as I do.
I have a lot to say.
Yeah.
And nobody ever listens to us.
There's only so much. You only get an hour. You know?
I know,
I mean,
it's
how are you
only an
supposed to
hour.
get anything in it an hour? Anyway, we have a post office box, 1558 Burlington, Vermont, 05402. It's post office box 1558. Send a self-stamped addressed envelope. We'll send you directions to the park, where to camp, how much things are going to be. If you want to be a vendor, write that in your letter. We'll send you stuff about vending. If you want to volunteer, we'll tell you where to go to volunteer. Post office box 1558, 1558, Burlington, Vermont, 05402. They can answer the questions that I can't answer by now, and we'll keep updating that kind of stuff.
There you go. And there you have it. Jeff Nicholson, tell us about Reggae Fest, Saturday, August 14th.
14th.
Well, that's a question I have for you.
Yeah.
Why is it always the same weekend as Bread and Puppet?
It's not always the same weekend as Bread
It
and
happened
Puppet.
2 years in a row.
Last year was the same weekend as the Midsummer Festival,
Mm-hmm.
and the year before that it was the same weekend as the Ben & Jerry's Festival. So there's too many things happening in the summer now. We need to go back to just Reggae Festival.
Okay, there you go.
Like
Everybody
the
else,
7
break
or 8
down,
years
close it
ago.
down. All right, so we're going to go to a cow interlude of some sort, and we'll be right back. Thanks a lot, Jeff.